Hello there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I hope everybody had an outstanding week and had some fun stuff planned for the weekend. Our weather is absolutely perfect here right now. Perfect, I tell you. I think it's going to be like 75 today, and it's going to be about 48 tonight, which is good sleeping weather, so Jack is a happy camper. Anyhow, today I want to talk about natural antivirals on your raw food diet to protect you against illness this winter. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you go down and hit that subscribe button now, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I'm going to read a little bit. Actually, I was reading this article today from this little health magazine, Natural Awakenings. I haven't been getting it because haven't been having my same routine in Pensacola, but there was some good stuff in here. Not really, didn't really teach me anything because this is some of the stuff I've been trying to do this whole year. But I think, it's been a trying year, and we're coming into flu season, and we still got this COVID stuff hanging around. So I just thought this would be interesting, but it's always good information. The timing just might be good in it. Natural antivirals help in staying strong and healthy. And this isn't a vegan publication, although they do have a number of vegan articles in these each month. So I'll try to weed out anything that's not vegan or not, whatever. In these sobering times, we must use every weapon in our arsenal against invasive viruses, including often overlooked natural remedies with antiviral properties. As is also the case with pharmaceutical agents, natural approaches have not been shown to stop an aggressive virus in its tracks, but they may ameliorate symptoms. Nutrition and supplementation are unlikely to prevent an infection, but they may help prevent the infection from becoming symptomatic or severe. Let me read that one again. Nutrition and supplementation are unlikely to prevent an infection. I sort of agree with that. Like, in other words, I feel like my immune system is very, very strong, but if somebody is right here in my face and we're talking and I'm breathing in, taking in droplets, and I'm exposed to the flu, I'm probably going to get it. So technically I would agree with that. It's probably not going to prevent an infection, but they may help prevent the infection from becoming symptomatic or severe, which, yes, that's what I depend on. I depend on, like I say, for me and my health, not having health insurance, I like to have all protection possible. So I figure if I'm doing all these steps with the antivirals, plus I'm staying away from people, being the loner I am, double covered. Eating healthy foods, sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night, and exercising at least 150 minutes a week are also key in fortifying our natural defenses against viruses. Steps still necessary for COVID-19 protection and flu include hand washing, mask wearing, social distancing, and sterilizing objects and surfaces. Baseline protectors. Scientists report that some vitamin and mineral deficiencies appear to be linked to poor COVID-19 outcomes, while adequate levels help combat other viruses. ConsumerLab.com, which provides comprehensive research overviews and information on nutritional products, lists these natural supplements as potential aids against COVID-19 as well as the flu, although at this early stage none have been proven to work, which once again, it's all about our immune system, and it's all about just, having the best defenses we can. Yes, we're not protected. I've said that many, many times. I don't care how pristine of a raw food diet. You're not immune from ever getting sick, but there's a lot we can do to help ourselves. Vitamin D. According to Galland, vitamin D stimulates your immune system to produce factors called defensins and cathelicidins that kill viruses. People with levels below 30 nanograms per milliliter were 45% more likely to test positive for the coronavirus and 95% more likely to be hospitalized, Israeli researchers found. Getting 3 30-minute sessions of sun exposure a week and eating D-fortified foods raise levels, and supplementing with up to 2,000 international units daily is generally considered safe. To be honest with you, I get sun, and I'm actually going out today as nice as the weather is, and I supplement. And I know there's vitamin. People always talk about vitamin D in the mushrooms, and if I usually let my mushrooms marinate in the windowsill, so maybe they're soaking up vitamin D. But the way I eat, I don't trust getting my vitamin D with the food that's coming into me. I'm taking it naturally, which was never a problem when I was in Costa Rica, to here. There's times of the year that I take natural sun. Well, it's sun. I should be saying taking natural vitamin D. What am I going to do? Take in unnatural sun? But I take in sun or I supplement. And a lot of these things that I'm reading, as far as the specifics, are things that that have been confirmed over and over this last 6 months about viruses and antivirals in general. The next one is zinc. Zinc throws a wrench in the viral replication machine and helps fight infections by boosting the production of antibodies, says Nicole DeMasi, an integrative dietitian nutritionist in Los Angeles. Zinc lozenges may ward off the coronavirus in the upper respiratory tract. Let me try that again. Zinc lozenges may ward off the coronavirus in the upper respiratory tract. The recommended dosage is 15 to 30 milligrams a day for up to 2 weeks. Now, food-wise, I supplement zinc because a while back I was just like, I was like, okay, I want to make sure I'm getting enough of this. But I also eat quite a bit of foods that, like the foods, I just wrote down a few that I'm getting, I know of, and they're easy to get into your diet that contain zinc, and that's lentils, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. All three things that I consume. Lentils more than anything else, as you guys have heard me going on and raging about. I've been sprouting, so I have sprouted lentils almost every day. But I'm also not afraid to cook my lentils from time to time. That's just me. You do you. And the pumpkin seeds, I love pumpkin seeds. I haven't used them in a while. I think I've got a pesto recipe. They're good. They're good just to eat. They're good in salads. They're good in recipes. Get you some pumpkin seeds, and they're not all that expensive. Walnuts as well. I like to put some walnuts in my nice cream from time to time. And I also make walnut mock taco meat. So that is the zinc. And like I say, I supplement on the zinc as well. Vitamin C, a cup of orange juice, tomato juice, or a kiwi supplies most of the minimum recommended intake of vitamin C. Actually, the exact on that, I wanted to check it out. So I looked it up. For an adult male, you basically need about 1.5 oranges per day. But who's going to eat an orange? Go ahead and eat the 2. Or about the same in a couple of kiwis. Mango has good vitamin C in there. Pineapple. There's a number of them. And as well, I'm getting back into oranges now. Like I think I mentioned in a recent video, I can be a little stubborn and I can be all or nothing sometimes. I like orange juice. I love orange juice. I'm insanely in love with orange juice. So sometimes if I can't get enough oranges at a good price to make orange juice on a regular basis, I just don't get oranges. Kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater, and that's stupid because I get, even when I pick up a navel orange that's like 80 cents a piece, which is about the average around here, you're talking $1.20 a day for my or like around $2 a day to get adequate vitamin C and get it from that fresh source oranges. Also a couple of kiwis will do it. Mango, you guys know I ain't got no problem with the mangoes. Like some of these things I have to think a little bit more about now. Like in Costa Rica, I didn't even think of it. If you'd have said anything about vitamin C to me, I would have laughed at you. I'm like, dude, get out of here. I drink orange juice every day, eat multiple mangoes, I'm eating pineapple, but I ain't in Costa Rica anymore. The next one is potassium, a critical antiviral mineral and electrolyte. Low levels of potassium were found in 61% of 175 Chinese patients hospitalized with COVID-19, making them more prone to heart damage, reports the Journal of the American Medical Association. Foods that boost levels include I had obviously bananas, spinach, avocado, sweet potato. Sorry, raw people. Yes, no, no. I don't recommend eating a sweet potato raw. Every time I mention sweet potato, some person out there, didn't know you could eat sweet potatoes raw. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't. I cook from time to time. And lentils, another source of that, the potassium. Well, let's see what they got here. These are just some extras. I don't know. I might look into them. We'll see. Supplemental supporters. When choosing supplements proven to be effective, much of what we know and can apply is based on our previous research on viruses of the past, says Monisha Banote, MD and integrative physician in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Here are some good choices. Melatonin, best known as the hormone that regulates sleep. Melatonin also supports antiviral and immunity and helps control inflammation and viral infections. A study of 11,000 people tested for COVID-19 found that those taking supplemental melatonin were less likely to test positive. I'll be honest with you, the melatonin stuff, it never really helped me with my sleep. It just gave me odd dreams. So look into it if you want to. Your mileage may vary on that. Licorice root extract. This herb contains a substance called glycyrrhizin that makes it hard for a virus to attach to and invade a cell and hinders its ability to replicate, slowing the spread from one cell to another. Chinese doctors used it with other traditional herbs to combat COVID-19, and studies have shown it effective against an earlier coronavirus as well as against HIV, herpes, viral hepatitis, and respiratory infections. Says for dosage, follow package directions. People with high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, kidney disease, or low potassium levels are advised against its use. Interesting, and it is, I've heard of licorice root extract before. Mileage may vary on that one too, but that one I put a little bit more credibility in than I did the melatonin. Astragalus, known as Wang Qi. Astragalus is one of the most powerful herbs used in Chinese medicine for people with weakened immune systems, says Salin Moy, a New York City acupuncturist and herbalist. It's best taken as a hot or cold tea using tea bags or the root itself. Now, I'm a big believer in ancient Chinese medicine. I'm not really into some of the nasty animal stuff and extracts and glands and whatever. But as far as the plants and the herbs and stuff goes, you know, they've got a lot of good information out there. In fact, I've got a Chinese. I'll have to bring that out one of these days. A really good book on Chinese medicine that I've had for like 30 years. And then we have one called Andro Graphis. This herb has long been used for colds and throat infections in China and India and may prevent flu viruses from binding to cells. Andro Graphis again. In a Swedish study, flu patients that took an Andro Graphis extract along with Siberian ginseng recovered more quickly with fewer complications than those given a U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved flu medication. Because of its potency, it's best to consult a health practitioner to avoid interactions. The recommended dosage is 400 milligrams twice a day, but do more research if you're going to actually take that. Fighting foods to lower the inflammation linked to poor viral outcomes. Integrative physician Monisha Banote, MD, recommends a predominantly whole foods diet with at least 5 to 7. Well, I like her recommendations. A predominantly whole foods diet. Let's say just a whole foods diet with at least 5 to 7 servings of vegetables and 2 to 3 servings of fruit a day. I'm going to get more fruit, but not bad. Quercetin-rich foods such as apples, onions, broccoli, raspberries, parsley, and celery are especially important, she says, because the bioflavonoid enhances zinc's antiviral actions. It functions as a zinc ionophore, chelating zinc and transporting it into the cell cytoplasm. Quercetin can also be taken as a supplement in dosage ranging from 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily. I don't know about that one. Here's a good one. Garlic has potent antiviral and antibacterial properties and can be cooked into food, eaten raw in salads and dressings, or obtained from capsules of allicin, the active component. And also green tea has ethylgallocatechin galate, a compound with a wide range of antiviral activity, especially in the early stages of infection, by preventing viral attachment and entry into the cell. All this stuff, interesting stuff, especially about on the supplemental supporters, but basically I like stuff that reinforces what I've been doing, what I've been thinking, and reinforces a lot of the common things I've been reading. As far as this stuff for the past 6 months, that's all I hear. Vitamin D, zinc, vitamin C. Add that potassium in there. But there are some tips and tricks in there, and you know, a lot of things lead to a healthy immune system. Reducing your stress, you know, reducing your stress, getting plenty of sleep. That's the one I was about to miss. And, you know, just getting out, getting a little exercise here and there. But, yeah, I just wanted to share those with you because we're about to go into flu season and might be some valuable info for you. Hey, guys, before I bug out, once again, there's a link to the store below. I've got these comfortable... This bad boy's got a little bit of a hoodie on it. These are my comfortable shirts. I live in these now. Look for them in the store. They're the long sleeve shirt with a hoodie on them. They're kind of lightweight. They're real comfortable. I got about 5 or 6 of them myself, and I pretty much wear them around the house all day this time of year. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again here real soon. Peace.